Well, everyone, you might be trying to figure out what the best budget iPhones there are that you could possibly buy in 2024. Now, luckily for you, there are lots and lots of different choices that you can choose from, but I would say the cheapest of the cheapest iPhone that I would recommend the average person, if you're looking for a cheap iPhone that I would still kind of recommend people to buy, is probably going to be something like an iPhone XR. This type of iPhone is going to be probably the cheapest iPhone that you can possibly purchase. It's not going to be this super expensive product or super expensive device. And although it isn't the best of the best anymore, there is still a lot of love and capability behind something like an iPhone XR, which makes me very happy whenever I'm going through and purchasing or utilizing or even recommending this phone to people that you can still go ahead and buy this thing, from an everyday perspective, and it's available all over the place. 6.1-inch IPS panel on the front, the Apple A12 Bionic chip with 3GB of RAM. It's not really that terrible. There's definitely been, iPhones that are much worse than this thing. And you can probably buy this thing for around $130. And I genuinely do think probably in the next year, this thing's probably less than 100 to be honest. So very decent price to pay for an iPhone like this. That used to be like a $749 iPhone back in 2018. So definitely a crazy thing from my perspective. Now, the next iPhone I would probably throw up in there, besides those particular 10 series of iPhones, is the iPhone 11. I genuinely do think the iPhone 11 is still by far such a really good iPhone to buy. But the cool thing is, even the iPhone 11 Pro, which is the more expensive model, even that iPhone's like $230 to $250, even less than that in the used market. That also might make a little bit more sense to go ahead and purchase, rather than going through and buying, an iPhone, like the standard iPhone 11. With the benefits of an iPhone 11 Pro, it's slightly more expensive, but you are getting a better display, arguably. Like, you're finally getting an OLED display on this thing. It's so well built, it's not even funny. You're getting that frosted glass back on the back of this iPhone as well. That triple camera setup, wireless charging, all this stuff. But it's a very, very good feeling iPhone, and it's a very good performing iPhone from that particular perspective as well, which is another really big advantage when you're buying some sort of device like this, because it's not going to really feel like a cheap iPhone, and it's still going to perform at a fairly high level when you're getting this type of device. So this in and of itself is another very, very big asset in my opinion. Now, finally, another iPhone I would throw in here, kind of like a budget iPhone as well, is the standard iPhone 12. I do think if I'm going through and once again recommending a phone to people, the iPhone 12, the standard one, is so good. You can buy this thing about the same price as an iPhone 11 Pro, but once again, the benefit of the iPhone 12, bigger OLED display, 6.1-inch display on this particular one. You're getting a modern feeling phone with its flat sides, MagSafe capability on this phone. You are getting a dual camera setup as well, which is still pretty good. And overall, that is a really good iPhone for less than $300. Depending on what your budget is, those are a few different iPhones from different price tiers that I would recommend buying if you're on a budget. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.